So now we're on the Spartan Campers stand, and you've recently won the Out and About Live Campervan Converter of the Year award, public voted by our readers. And you've got, what, 3 T6.1 campers here and some new features, I understand.
Absolutely. So really proud to have won Campervan Converter of the Year, and especially the public's vote. As a Spartan Campers, as a company, as a brand, as a converter, we've only been, it's a relatively short time in real terms, under 3 years. And to win the public vote, it was massive for us, and it's really kind of galvanised what we thought just about the quality.
And it's all VWs that you do?
Yeah, we specialise in VW, from a T5 up to every brand new model. That's
okay, let's go and see your latest van then.
Yep, let's go. On this one, it's T6.1. On the exterior, we've done quite a lot of work. So we've had, we put a full body kit, front and back, new alloys, side skirts, and our kind of signature military green paint job. And then in this particular conversion, what we've tried to do is just elevate what a standard campervan is. So I've based the guts of the campervan itself. It's evolved because it's based on me and my family's experience. I've designed it around my 2 girls and my dog, and I go out and I use it, and I find things that I like and sometimes don't like, and evolve it to that. So design 1 looked quite a lot different. So kind of in our first journey away with my 2 girls, and they were both under, one was 2 and one was 3. So we used to have a grill instead of a microwave, but it was slightly bigger, which forced this cupboard to be smaller. Will you imagine with 2 little kids within half an hour, I thought I need somewhere for a toilet. Yep. On that same journey, I used the grill, and I thought, it's going to get warm. You tell 2 kids not to touch something. Magnetic hands, they want to touch it. I thought, right, that's got to change. So I already knew I was doing them. And then same as in most other, I'd say, campers, and certainly in ours, it's a bit difficult to demo on this one with the new screen, but it's fine in a very lit up room like this, but in a field in the middle of Cornwall with no light pollution, it felt like we were lit up like Blackpool Tower. So I had to come back and rethink of the wiring loom and then send that away to get made. So it meant we can have individual lighting to have different moods.
But you've made some changes on this latest conversion.
Yeah.
I think you've gone a bit more off-grid.
Yeah, so as we've gone and done that, we've got some neat features now in terms of, I've got a full hot water system.
Right.
So
what's that running off then? Is that gas or?
No, that runs off our, gas and our leisure battery.
Right.
That is hot water tap with mixer and rear hot water shower point.
Yeah.
We put a great big inverter down here, Victron inverter. And we've got a big lithium leisure battery in the back.
What sort of power is the? So
that, in reality, it's I think it's 110, but it gives us, depending on power consumption, a lot of people will ask me, how much power will it give? Well, it depends how much you use it.
Yeah.
But if you use it, I would say, as a normal person in the fashion that I do, I think we would get 3 or 4 days of full power before having to then worry about conserving power.
But you can use your microwave then off-grid. You don't need to be hooked up on
your microwave off-grid. Part of the reason that we did this is when I went away with my partner, she wanted to dry her hair. So them sockets were very important when we were at the side of the beach. So I would say that's where most of the design requests come from. So what else have we done is everyday things in terms of, we've added the fast charging point, light with USBs to the pop top, because the kids, when they're up there, they have iPads, and when they die, they get very antsy very quick. So that was a change. And then we've gone to the digital display system, so you can control everything here. You can control the water, how much is in your water, your lighting, you can flick between your leisure and your van battery. And we've also gone with a full Wi-Fi system as well. So it really is a one-stop. Go and enjoy and explore and be free. But if you have to work, you can.
And do I see you're offering an electric bed now as well?
Yes. Again, necessity has brought that in. My little girls are very small, and they do like to do their own thing. So we've got the electric bed system, which is just a flick of a switch, and then that will just slide it out flat. You can come back and press it and slide it out fully. And it just means then, you know, kind of historically these beds, if you're young and small or old and it can be strenuous, not to fit, it can be difficult.
Yeah.
So we've tried to, that's really...
And is that an expensive option to go for the electric bed?
It's not an expensive option. It works out about £495 to add on, which if you think about the amount of time you will use it, I think it's an invaluable investment, really.
And right in the centre of the stand, you've got a kitchen with no van around it, so that's a bit different. Let's go and have a look at that.
Yes.
So is this effectively what you get in there?
This is actually a fully working and operational campervan kitchen that we thought, it's all great when you build a campervan and they look fantastic, but nobody really, unless you build campers or you're in the factories, you don't get to see what's behind. So this was really an opportunity. I wanted to take the opportunity to build something where our customers could come visit and walk around it and see exactly what you're getting.
You can literally see the back of it where normally this would be the wall of the van.
Exactly. And I think it just shows a whole new, not transparency to the customers, but really gives them a much better idea of what's behind the cupboard.
Yeah, so you can see your inverter, all your wiring, your loo storage that was so important for your kids.
Absolutely.
And 2 water containers, what are they, 12, 13 litres, something like that?
Yeah. The water containers, with the kind of hot water system, we'd come away from the water containers in a standard van simply because they don't hold enough water. It takes some water to heat, so we go underslung. But for this, it's perfect. And it just means I don't need to go and fill up water bottles. I can close one, swap them around and keep it working. But I think it's just nice for customers to be able to really see what's behind the curtain kind of thing.
Yeah, great. So if people don't make it to Stoneleigh, will they see you at any of the other outdoor shows?
Absolutely. I think we've got an absolutely jam-packed show calendar this year, and we are at every single Warner's event of the year. So if you don't see us here...
Next one's Harrogate then.
Next one's Harrogate, we'll be there, and so on and so forth.
Right through the year.
Right through the year. If you want to see exactly where the shows are, you can visit the Spartan Campers website, which is www.spartancampers.uk, or go onto the Warner's show guide and it'll be there. If you have a look at the Spartan website, we've also starting our new news and blogs going on there. So we're really trying to give some live updates of what we're doing and what's new and what's going on.
Okay, fantastic.
Brilliant.